Welcome everybody to the Gentlemen Still Exist podcast. I'm here, Jeff Lindor, with
Brandon Nix,
the smoothest person on the planet, right?
Oh, stop it.
Anytime
Just stop
someone wears white pants, you know what I'm saying? Super smooth, man. So today's episode is about style, what to wear, when to wear it, the core essence of being a gentleman. All right, man. So talk to me, man. Talk to me about style, man. Like, we're from New York City.
Yeah.
Right? We're from,
the Mecca.
The Mecca.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a serious question, a very serious question.
Okay.
Did you wear parasuco jeans growing up, right? Did you wear?
No, but I knew a lot of kids that did.
Did you wear the Cobol jeans that look like aluminum foil?
No, but I knew a lot of kids that did.
Yo, rumor has it is that someone saw you with those Cobol jeans last weekend.
Well, whoever told you that rumor was a lie. It was a liar.
So wait, did you, wear Paco jeans from VIM? Yo, just keep it a stack.
I shot that VIM, but I didn't wear Paco jeans.
Okay.
U.S. Polo.
U.S. Polo.
U.S. Polo.
Oh, man. What about Brooklyn Express?
Nah. I'm from Queens, though.
Got you. I definitely was wearing Brooklyn Express. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right.
But like, what do you wear now, man? I mean, like, what's your style now, Mr. Gentleman?
My style, I mean, it's a variation of things. It's a variation of hip hop culture, but it's also, a little variation of sophisticated. You know what I mean? Like, my style is like, one day you'll catch me wearing some Jordans or Air Maxes and a t-shirt, right? Or maybe some Air Force Ones and a bucket hat. But then you'll catch me wearing, a shirt like this and, some white pants and some nice shoes. Or maybe you might catch me in a nice burgundy suit. You know what I mean? Like it varies. I don't think I have a specific style. It's whatever the occasion is and whatever mood I'm in.
Gotcha. So now with this mood, so you're going to Miami immediately after this, right? Salsa and all that, right?
No. But looking at you, you looking like you about to hop on a plane somewhere really nice.
No.
And that watch you got on, it's telling me that too.
God is good, right? So what I would say is that my style has evolved, right?
Yes.
Significantly. Because before, I thought to be well-respected, to be a gentleman, that you always needed to have on a suit and tie, like everywhere, right? But honestly, too, though, as I look back, I think, like, going back to, I think I was talking about episode 1 in terms of how my elevation, just how I was able to evolve. I was really traumatized. One, I was always a bigger kid. Now I'm 6'3", and I'm about 215, right? You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I want to be 215, right? But I'm really about like 228. You know what I'm saying? But but hopefully by the time this airs, I'll be 215.
It's okay, Jeff. It's okay.
but always being a big kid, growing up in the hood, I always thought that the differentiating factor between me and everyone else was me wearing a suit or me wearing a tie or me wearing slacks, because I just always feared two things. One, being stopped by the police, or two, being a threat by the other individuals that was in my hood. Like, did you ever feel like that, or like you was just thugging it all day?
I would say similar to you, but a little different. And I would say similar in the sense of, when I started in my career, I felt like, I had to dress, similarly to that, to be respected and to be looked at that way. But I would say it was more rooted in respectability politics. And that's a big thing that we have to talk about, because I think a number of us in the Black community, we hold that a little too high sometimes, where dressing a certain way puts you in a certain status or gets you looked at like you're in a certain status, when that's not the case. And as I've gotten older, and I think the pandemic did this to me more so than anything, it made me realize, like, yo, I don't have to wear a button-up shirt to work to feel like I'm important. I don't have to, wear slacks and wear dress shoes to feel like I'm somebody. Like I could wear whatever I want to and I'm perfectly fine. You know what I mean? So I think we focus a little too much on respectability politics because it's some of what you said. It's that if I wear this, then I'm up here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When in reality, that's not the case.
But I think to go deeper, it is how do you soften the perception of aggression that society places on us as Black men?
Yeah.
So now it's like, if I now have on a suit, then I won't feel as threatenable. Threatenable is not a word, right? Is that a word?
I'm not sure.
Well, for here, it's a word. Right?
Okay.
Gentleman creates new words too, right? You know what I'm saying? But, I'm not threatenable. Like I'm saying with confidence.
You
right?
don't look menacing.
Oh, so
You don't look intimidating.
there you go right there, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, for which, honestly, like I got to a point where I stopped caring about making people feel comfortable of my mere presence.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But like, it was an elevation. Like, quick story, right? So when I first started Gentleman's Factory, just the whole company in itself was like this, like, suits, ties, like that was the brand, right? And it started out as an online store where we would like sell these things. We're relaunching our online store too. Make sure that you check it out. Check out the Gentleman's Factory website to get Gentleman Still Exists t-shirts, right? I just want to throw that in there, right? Mm-hmm. But initially, we started out as that. And then we put in a membership model, and then we were getting different members from different professions, et cetera. And I remember this one member, a great friend of mine, he's one of my closest friends to this day, and he shifted the trajectory of the company and also myself. Tim Jack, Emmy Award-winning producer. And then Tim became a member at Gentleman's Factory. In our first location, and then he says to me, he's like, and this was maybe like 6 years ago, he's like, why we got all these mannequins with these suit and ties? Like, ugh. Just like it feels so stuffy in there. And they just started like taking off the tie off of the mannequin. I was like, easy, player. Mm-hmm. Right? But he was like, I don't wear suits and ties all day. Like, chill.
And I have a personality outside of that. Like, I think a number of people think because you wear a suit that you have a certain like personality type where you're just all about business. Yeah. No fun.
Yeah.
Like there is a personality outside of the suit.
Yeah, and then for a long time, I literally would think that my identity was wrapped around just the comfortability of making people feel less threatening. And I thought that that's like, and then like, I also thought that was my anchoring point or validation to society. And then once I then like unlearned all of that, I said, I could wear whatever it is that I want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe not whatever it is that I want, but you know what I'm saying? Like, but like there is, I think there should be a balance. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like if I feel as comfortable wearing white pants like you wearing white pants, you know what I'm saying? But, but maybe next year I'll build up the confidence to get there.
Hilarious, man. Leave my white pants alone, man. No, but question for you though. When we talk about style, the conversation that usually comes up is cost, right? And a lot of times when you get something or buy something that is expensive, it's usually tied into, oh yeah, it's flyer than what you have because what I have is more expensive. So talk about that. Like, is cost, does that really matter when we talk about style?
I remember when I was in Atlanta recently, and I went to, which store was it? It was a mall in Buckhead, right? I think it's Lenox Mall or something like that, right? Sorry for my folks in Atlanta if I just butchered that location, you know what I mean? And then I went into one of those fufu shishi stores. And
wait, what's a fufu shishi store?
Fufu shishi is people who wear white pants. You know what I'm saying, right? So it's like very like.
Are you talking about people who wear Yeezy
No,
and have timeless watch pieces?
I mean, God is good. God is good, right?
All right.
But like people who, when they drink wine, like they smell it.
Oh, they do.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? All of that stuff. And then when they're drinking something, they put the pinky up.
Yeah.
People who, you hang out with, right? But
says the CEO. Go ahead.
and I remember I went into one of the stores and then I saw like these sneakers, like I think it was like Balenciaga and all of those like very advanced, fashionable things. And, no offense to folks who, I think fashion is an expression, you know what I mean? But for me, I said, and I text my friends Jennings, right? I said, what the hell is this? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I would never wear that, but when I looked at the price tag, it was like $1,400 or something like that, you know what I mean? For like a pair of sneakers, So like, I think, going to your question, when it comes to price, I don't think that because something is expensive that it's cool. Like, what do you think?
Me neither. I mean, look, man, I'll be shopping at Marshall's. I'll be shopping at Burlington Coat Factory. I mean, you can get anything fly anywhere. It don't even really matter how much it costs.
Yeah, like, I think that, when it comes to style, you got to look at, one of the things that I recommend people do is look at timeless pieces, right? So the brands that I love is Brooklyn Circus, right? And Ralph Lauren, right? And a number of brands too. But, those two brands is timeless. I could wear a Brooklyn Circus, sweater this year, and I could wear it 10 years from now, and it still holds its value, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Similarly with Ralph, like Jay-Z had the New York Times interview, and he said, do you want to be a trend or do you want to be Ralph Lauren, right? So I don't like trendy things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you don't run around here wearing those those big red boots like 4 or 5 months ago? You wasn't doing that?
No.
Okay.
Oh, no. No, I mean, like, and like places that I shop, like, I think it's good to have like, because like I love quality, right? You know what I mean? So when it comes to suits, I get a lot of my suits at a really cool spot in downtown Brooklyn called Privilege, right? So my brother Kinsley, he has it down the block from here. It's at City Point. Make sure you guys check out Privilege, super dope, right? But the quality is extremely rich, so I go there. And I also, go to Suit Supply, right? So, anytime that I have on a suit, it's either from Privilege or it's either from Suit Supply, right? Mm-hmm. So, but do know too that I could have on a pair of jeans that's maybe like $100, $200, whatever, and then I can have on a sweater from Target, right? You know what I'm saying? So it all depends on how do you assemble it, I would say.
Yeah. Talk to me about the guy who may not have all the high fashions, right? Like the guy who shows up to church in like a sweater and sneakers, meanwhile everybody's dressed up in suits or some sort of formal wear. Is that guy still a gentleman?
I think that guy needs to understand where he's going,
Yeah.
Dress codes are important, but then there are also people who are disruptive. Like I have a close friend of mine who I'm not going to mention his name. Every time that I tell him, hey, man, like this is a formal situation, he is a disruptor. He's a creative, so he dresses however way that he wants to dress. But what I would say that when it comes to fashion is that you can have on a $2,000 Privilege tuxedo, right? But if you're not wearing it, like if you don't have the confidence, like you can't have the suit wear you, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like there is like a confidence that you have to have in order for you to really fully embrace it. So like, having on the attire, the expensive attire, whatever is one thing, but it's also having the confidence to actually wear it. That Instagram meme this song is like, let me see you work. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then folks have that Instagram meme. Yeah, like you gotta like walk on it, like you know, you gotta walk in it, right? So yeah, you know, so that's what I would say. But then also, you know, understanding where understanding where is it that you're going.
You were in the Wall Street Journal recently for something fashion related, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk about that. Like, what was that story about, and how did that make you feel, you know, being in the Wall Street Journal for something like that?
Shout out to the Wall Street Journal. So they were doing they were doing a article on what do high net worth men wear, right? And you know, I'm
not white pants, right? They don't.
No, right? Just
making sure.
No, but then it was more so on their feet. Like, you know, what exactly do they wear on their feet? So I wear a lot of Common Projects, and I wear a lot of Zenga shoes. And it's like the triple stretch shoes. Like, it's a really comfortable shoe. And the article was based upon the show Succession, right? And it was like lazy luxury, right? So it was like, what is a luxurious type of lazy wear that people wear on private jets? I don't have a private, like, I'm nowhere near that. Like, you know, I
sure about that?
I don't got white pants money, right?
I mean, you know, the way you dress right now, it looked like you could have something.
No, absolutely not.
At least a boat.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? Right? But no, I mean, but then like the Wall Street Journal reached out, and then they wanted to quote me and like understand what's in my wardrobe, etc. And then in that article, I stated like, you know, a lot of these things is one of those like, if you know, you know. But if you do know, and then if you see someone else that's wearing a specific timepiece that you like or that you wear or you're trying to get or whatever, it's a conversation piece, and it's a way to draw attention. And if someone is, you know, like if someone has on a $25,000 timepiece, and then you have on a $25,000 timepiece, then it's just this like, okay, so one, you know, two, who are you? 3, let's have a conversation. 4, can we do business together, right? So it's those things for which I think that, one, it's just saddened that people are classified about, you know, based upon like the depths of their wallets, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's another conversation in itself. That's number one. Number 2 is that I think that racism, one of the biggest challenges or one of the biggest effects of it is the fact that we're so inundated with our survival in a day-to-day of life that other communities are literally living life, exploring life, looking at the depths of life, studying jewelry, studying the arts, etc., while we're trying to get our bills paid, right? You see what I'm saying? So it's like we're so inundated with the immediate that it's going to be really challenging for us to talk about or think about or even, you know, have a vision for tomorrow because we're so stuck on our immediacy.
I want to touch back a little bit what you were saying about how certain things you wear can be a conversation starter. Has that happened to you where you've worn something and somebody with money or somebody with a certain status has stopped you and said, "Oh, I like that. Hey, where you from, man? What do you do?" And then from that point forward, you know, a new business deal came about.
Oh, no, for sure, right? So that's why one of the things that I'm going to do after this, I'm going to change to white pants, right? Because I'm going to, you know, an event tonight. And I need
white pants.
And I need folks to stop me tonight, right? You know what I'm saying?
Boy.
No, but no, for sure. You know, because I also like to wear timeless pieces, right? You know, so I have on these like polo vintage, like I have on this polo vintage jacket that, you know, it was a gift. So, you know, a friend of mine gifted to me. And that jacket is probably one, like you can't buy it anywhere, right? And then I saw one on eBay and it was going for $4,000, right? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where my good friend Sony got it from, but he gifted it to me. And then I don't even think he understood what he gave me. You know what I'm saying? Then now Sony's going to see this episode. He's going to be like, Jeff, give me back my jacket. No, right? Sony, I'm not giving it back. It's mine. But anyway, so that's a piece that, that's conversation starter. But then also too, like, the suits, right? Like having a really good tailor that you're able to really draw it in, right? Because then it's like, it's the details, right? Like, I think that it's really important that people understand that the details matter, right? Because people look at every little single detail of you to make a character assessment, which is bad, but it's also the reality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Isn't it interesting how people with money or people who are wealthy, they tend to dress a little bit more simple and more basic. But then the people who don't have money, they tend to dress a little bit more flamboyant. I don't even know if flamboyant is the right word, but loud.
No, loud.
Yeah.
You see, but then now that's what the article in the Wall Street Journal was about, right? It's about the lazy luxury. Because even though you may see that individual wearing something really basic, the quality of that is extremely rich and it's very expensive, right? So when you go to Fifth Avenue in New York City, or if you go to Beverly Hills or wherever it is, where that it's just like extremely high luxury. When you go to these stores, yes, the Louis, you'll have like the Louis Vuitton, logos, etc. But if you go to Louis Vuitton, there's also a lot of items in there that doesn't show the logo, right? And it may look basic, but if you touch the fabric, it's one of the most smoothest fabrics in the world, right? So right. So like, I think that, yes, we want to be loud oftentimes because we want to be seen, right?
Or even feel good about ourselves.
Yeah. And then I don't know if, you remember the movie American Gangster where Denzel wore the fur coat?
Yeah, at the boxing fight.
Yeah, right? You know what I mean? And then that's when like the feds was looking at him and saying, wait, like who's this brother with the fur coat on, right? You know? So yeah, I mean, some people want to be seen, and then some people want to just be just chilled. You know what I'm saying? Which one do you want to be?
I would rather be on the chill side.
Okay.
I mean, I know the white pants.
That's what I was looking at you like, okay.
So, one of our production people said, it looks like I'm going to Miami. So this does not help my chill side. Not at all. Before we go, though, I think we had touched on this, but where do you mentioned where you shop at. Is there other places that you go to as well for clothes?
Yeah, for sure, man. So I love thrifting, right? So I'm a thrifter for sure, because in thrifting, you're going to find pieces that you just can't find in the stores, right?
So am I.
Yeah, right. So, I definitely thrift, and I'm not going to tell y'all where I thrift at, right? You know what I mean? But, so definitely go to Privilege. I do a lot of Suit Supply. I do a lot of Ralph. I may like sprinkle into Zara a bit, it all depends. I mean, J. Crew, etc. But I would say like my go-to is, for urban wear, Brooklyn Circus for sure. But like wherever it is that you got those white pants at, let me know because I'm gonna get it too, bro. You know what I mean? But what about you? Like, where do you normally go?
I mean, I'm a pretty basic dude. It doesn't look like it, but white pants is too loud today. But yeah, Zara, Express. I even do H&M every now and then. But I'm also the guy that goes to Marshall's and Burlington Coat Factory. I'll go to TJ Maxx. I might find a T-shirt in there I like,
Okay.
And then, the regular thrifting spots.
Okay. It is good, just to just have not your clothes wear you, but regardless of whatever it is that you have on, own it. Be confident in it, right? You know what I'm saying? You don't need to have a Rolex to feel confident, right? Just, have your iPhone, like your Apple Watch or whatever, but just walk in it because that confidence, it cannot be fabricated. You know what I'm saying? And then we see right through you, right? But at the end of the day, right, a gentleman isn't, formulated by what you have on, right? But you do got to know that you will be judged, unfortunately, based upon your physical appearance. And if I were to go on here and say that, how you present yourself to the world doesn't matter, then I'd be doing a disservice, right? You see what I'm saying? But I do think, though, that balance is the key to life. And it all leads to, where is it that you're looking to go, right? Where are you looking to go? What's your vision? What's your call? What's your purpose? And I think a lot of people, particularly men, are roaming around looking to be someone, looking to look like someone that they're not, right? And, I'm really looking forward to speaking about that in our next episode, right? So about purpose and your vision that God has for your life, right? So this was episode 3, man. It's a wrap, right? No?
Yes.
So make sure you like, subscribe, you share this, that this is a message that I think that in this conversation is one that needs to be had, right? All across the country, in your living rooms, at the barbershop, etc. Do gentlemen still exist? And I believe the answer is yes. See you in the next episode. Peace.